Now to help you remember this, I've come up with an acronym. It spells crisis. You need to get in a crisis to come out on the other side relatively whole and maybe even find that personal growth. You need to get centered. You need to get resources. You need to get information. You need to get strategic. You need to get intentional. And you need to get some sleep. Let's talk some more about these. When a crisis hits, it sets off your limbic system like a firecracker. Everything in your body goes into survival mode, and it shoves that left logical analytical brain off to one side where it's not needed right now. And because your body is getting ready to fight, freeze, or get the heck out of there, it's probably not the time that you make your best decisions. In addition to resources, you need information. Now this step is about the information you bring in as well as the information you give out. For example, the internet is an astounding source of information. But as Abraham Lincoln said, not everything you read on the internet is true. Information gathering in a crisis is critical. As smart, capable, competent people, we want to get as much information as we possibly can to be able to understand the situation, to be able to plan, to come up with the outcomes, because our sense of control has been shattered, and whatever we can do to take that back makes us feel good. That being said, I suggest to my clients that they also monitor the effect of this information gathering on them. Because what they may find is while reading stories of other executives or people who've gone through a crisis gives them a sense of hope and courage, they may also find that reading about every single final side effect of that drug they have to take or all the implications of their child's developmental disorder might be keeping them up late at night. And so pay attention to how your strategy is affecting you. Put a filter on the information coming in. But you know, information is a two-way street, and not everybody does it well. The giving out part. Jack, not his real name, now heads a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but had just started up his internet services company when he was diagnosed with testicular cancer. He told me that as he sat in the doctor's office thinking through the implications not only in his own life, but on this fledgling company that had just gotten a government contract, he reached out to just one person to text the information. And I believe the text said, oh, and by the way, the information didn't go to the woman who was sitting in the waiting room, the one who brought him, who became his wife. Now that was his first bad move. It went to his business partner. And the text said, bad news, it's cancer, may have to miss a couple of days. Okay. Now, he also chose not to share the information with his family for a week or two, and as I understand it, he's still sort of working through the implications of that information sharing decision. And finally, you need some sleep. Okay, I'm not completely joking. We all know how critical sleep is to effective functioning, but it's more than that. Research tells us that if you don't put energy back into your system under times of stress, you can't perform well. Makes sense. Jim Lohr and Tony Schwartz in their book, The Power of Full Engagement, talk about this idea as being a corporate athlete. They say in order to go the distance, you have to be able to feed the four parts of your life: the physical, the emotional, the intellectual, and the spiritual, whatever that may mean to you. And this principle applies double in a crisis. Because you see, crises strip us down to our core, and they become all-consuming. So this step is about taking care of yourself. Eating, exercising, spending time with friends, praying, meditating, whatever's important to you, whatever will allow you to go the distance. Whatever you do, stay away from people, places, and things that zap your energy.